So these are new set of classes which we want to get introduced to. And the objective here is for us to be able to check, delete, copy, move a file or directory. So with these kind of classes, you should be able to delete a file, copy a file from one directory to another, rename a file, delete it, even check the attributes. If it is hidden, if a file is hidden, it should be able to tell you if that file is hidden or not. That is in this case, read and change file and directory attributes. If it's a zip file, you should be able to tell. Then we'll also be able to recursively traverse through a directory. That means a directory and its children. If a directory is another directory which is inside another directory, we will be able to look through recursively all those subdirectories and directories to be able to display their content. Maybe you are searching for a file which means a certain format, so you should be able to recursively search after specifying the root directory. So the path interface is used to operate on files and directories. And these are the major tasks that you will be able to do, which are not easily done on the previous module that we used, that we looked at. Yeah. So here we expect improved file system interface, scalable asynchronous I/O, complete socket time functionality. Asynchronous means you can do this, you can execute this asynchronously as you do other things. So, new I/O, both files and directories are represented by a path, so you need a path. That is clear to the Windows controllers. So a path can either be relative or absolute. So you can either traverse a directory after passing the absolute path or after passing the relative path. This path class or the path interface will be able to understand. Okay? So a path is either relative or absolute. So example is this. A relative path must be combined with another path in order to access a file. So there is that kind of relativity. Start from here, you go back, or from here you go forward, so that you can get a particular file. So do you understand these classes? You understand that. And symbolic links. What are symbolic links in file system?
They're just pointers to actual
files. Yeah. Those are shortcuts that lead you to certain files. So you will also be able to work with that. Those types of pointers in this case. So from JDK 7, the file class was the entry point, and we are saying this path, server.nio.file.path locates a file or directory by using the system-dependent path. Then we have files, which performs operations on files and directories. We have this, which is a file system, provides interface for a file, we have compatible locating a path and another. So these set of classes are rich in terms of file operations. And they are easy. And you can manipulate them. They also throw I/O exception. So anytime you access them, be sure to catch I/O exception when you are working with this set of classes. Yeah. So to obtain a path to an object instance, you need to pass this path. Like this path for path 1. File system.get path equal this file, and then you can display anything to do with this file. All the attributes, you can even delete it, you can move it, you can copy it to another directory. Okay. yeah, similarly to this other guys. So this is an environment. So to access the components of a file, get file name will give you the file name. Get parent will give you the root of that file. Get the parent of that folder where the file is stored. Then the root is now like C or D or that, those kind of things. And then count. To operate on a path, you normalize. Normalize means if you are given a relative path, you need to get the full path so that you can access it. So normalizing means to actually get the full path, which after you are given a relative path. We also have URI. Those files that you can access with the file dot slash the forward slash, like the way we access it from our browser. You can access a file like file slash. Then we say get is projecting, and this is the type of, this is what we are calling URI. Then you can compare, starts with, starts with, ends with, or equals. If you are testing, if you found a certain file or not, you can use that to compare. So for example, in this case, we are cutting apart from here, from the arguments. Then we get the file name, we get the parent, we get the name, count, we get the root. Is it absolute path or is it a relative path that we passed? And then we can say to absolute to convert relative to absolute path. And this is what we learn. That is the root which we can have. Okay. So redundancies in a path include this stuff. If you've developed a web application before, and you will realize that for you to access a resource in your development environment, sometimes you are forced to use 2 dots slash. That means you go back 2 dots. Then another one can say go back 2 levels, another 2 levels, so that you can find a file called image.jpg. So from where you are, you go back 1 level, go back another level, so that you can get this file. Yeah. So that's the use of this. So like for this case, this guy says go back. Yeah. This one will go back twice. So to normalize is to remove those redundancies, because essentially this refers to the same. They almost refer to the same location, because this has to go back twice. This goes back once. This goes back once. Then we will only remain with home, then this, then that. This goes back twice. So it will go to remove, first it will remove this, so that it remains now this and this. So we are, the two refers to the same location. So removing redundancies means you remove whatever that is redundant so that you can normalize that one. So that eventually you only have this is your correct one. Okay? Because the two refer to the same location. Only that this one has added another home with that and the so that this other can remove this. This other one so that you can remove that bit. So we have our normalist path will be this guy. That will be our normalized path. Then you can create some paths. You can create directories. So you can create directories or subpaths. You can join two paths so that you can connect one path. So if I have this, then I want to join with that. Then it should give me, I would like to get paths of get 4 resolved to current, so it should give me this path from here. So you can do one or more paths. So the flexibility is there for this set of classes. Then you can create paths between two paths, which you can do all with links. If you have links like here, you say, you can create a symbolic link from there. And you can also detect if a path that has been passed to us is a symbolic link, it's not a symbolic, it's a relative path, or is it an absolute path. You can be able to tell. So, this is easy. Checking if a file is a directory, checking a file or directory, using a directory, copying, managing metadata, reading and writing, accessing files, creating and reading directories. So this is basically traversing your directories recursively. They should display their details. So for you to be able to check if a file exists, then you use the exists. If you want to check if it, you can also use not exists. And so far exists, then file that exists, the optional arguments and false. If no flow links means don't go to the subfolders. Don't go to the subfolders of this directory as you search. Okay. So that is when you are checking a file directory. Then you can check if it is readable, if it is writable, if it's an executable file. That is if it's a .exe. Okay. In Windows that is. Then you can check if you have two paths. You can compare them to see if they point to the same place. Like we are using the same file. So because two paths sometimes can point to the same file. So you could use this function called the same file. Then you pass the two paths, which will then give you true or false, depending on if they are pointing at the same location. Creating files or directories is pretty easy. You pass your path, you could be C, my file.txt, then it will create your file. Files will create file. That is it. Create directory, that's it. Files will create directories. Yes, create directories can be used to create directories that must exist from top to bottom. So you can create directories from 10, 4, per example. This means that before you execute this statement, example did not exist, par did not exist, 4 did not exist, and also 10. What you have was your root directory. So you pass this to create this inside this, create file, that create example inside. So it will change them like that. Okay. So that is the flexibility that we have in this Java new input output. And deleting is pretty easy, like creating, you delete, but this does not check if it exists. It just calls if it is not there, it doesn't report anything. So it's better to use delete if exists, so that it will perform the delete operation. It will first check if it is there. If it is not there, no problem. But if it is there, then it will delete it. So save back through. Because this will throw a non-stack file exception. then you have to do a catch in this case. Anything that throws an error, you have to catch. So if you don't want to do a catch, you use this, which is a safe way of checking first if it is there. And if it's not there, then it does not throw an error. If it is there, then it will perform the belief operation that it is intended to do. Right? So copying files and directories is also pretty quick. All you need to do is to have the two files. Then the option. Supposing it is there. I am copying a file from part 1 to part 3. Supposing the file is there, what do I do? Should I replace or should I not replace? You keep that with these options. Replace existing, these are the copy options. Replace existing means if the file already exists, replace with another one. Copy attributes, so meaning copy with the attributes given, also hide it in the destination. No flow links means don't check on the, if it had maybe a shortcut or a symbolic link initially. You don't let it follow. Don't let it follow to the destination. So that if a link was pointing here, should it also point here? That is what it means. Okay? Or should it not follow? So those are the options you need to make. Either you are replacing the existing file or not, or the attribute is a hidden file or not. Those types of if it's compressed or not. Those are the type of decisions you make when you are copying files from one part to another. So after that, then you can copy between streams. You can copy files between two streams. You can copy from an input stream to an output stream. That means you first read the file to memory, then write it up to disk. The other way was file system disk A to disk B without involving JVM of a virtual machine. But in this case, you will read that data to memory, then send it back to disk. So that is copying between streams. Read it up to memory, then write it back. So you can read it maybe from C, then write it to D. Or read it from D, write it to C. Read it from one destination, write it to another destination. But it has to pass through the JVM without a virtual machine. In the other case, it was not. It was a question of moving one file to another destination. Then you can also read through read from a path. And you can download a path, which is actually from a certain directory or URL. You can even read from a URL file. That is an HTML file. And then you save it somewhere. You find the copy. You are copying. This is the hint, the path. Standard copy replace its existing. Meaning, if the file already exists, replace it. This is what that means. Yeah. Input stream is where you are reading it from. The path is where you are writing it to. So in our case, we are reading this file, which is on the internet. Okay? And you want to write it, you want to say it as HTML. That's the destination. That's fine. So the input stream comes from the web. You read it, read the stream from the web, then save it as HTML, the address. So this is the input, this is the output part. If it exists, we replace. If it's not there, we just omit it. Yeah. So this is written and straightforward. It's quite self-explanatory. What you need to know is where you copying it from, where is your destination. Are you copying it from a stream? Are you copying it from a standard analysis? Moving a file directory. Moving a file directory means you are deleting it, actually deleting it from, copying it and deleting it from the source. Those are two things. So you need to provide the source path, destination path, then the copy option. The copy option means it's there. You replace the existing. So if it is not there, you just have the two copies in the same directory. Okay. So the one will remain yes. So we have a source, and we have a target. If it's existing, we replace. That means the keyword here is move. The keyword here is we are moving the file. So we are deleting it from the source. If it was a copy, then move will be copy. So this is the keyword. That's the key operational word. Okay, listing directory contents. Suppose you want to list the contents of a directory. A directory can contain other directories, can contain files, can contain files, documents, etc. So you want to load that directory and display its contents. Then after displaying its contents, you go to the subdirectories. And also display the contents of those subdirectories. Those subdirectories also contain other subdirectories. So that's why we are saying it's a recursive operation. It's a recursive operation. So you load the directory like this, the directory like this, file stream view directory, files view directory stream, and you are looking for Z. You are looking for Z. So this is one way of specifying what you are actually looking for. If you are looking for Word documents, it will be the doc X. Then you can list all those files. So it's one way of searching. Right. Dating and writing all bytes or lines from a file. This is what we did in the other. This is a new implementation of the same. Okay. So you are storing strings of lines, character set. Then you say read all lines. Read all lines. Okay. So it is there is a few code here than the other side. You tend to have fewer lines of code on this side of on this set of classes than the older Java icon classes, but they will still all work. Here we can also channel. You can channel by commas. Channels means you don't read things line by line. You read a channel. When you are reading Java icon, you are reading line by line. But in this case, you can read like 10 lines at once, or the entire file at once, as long as our memory is able to accommodate. So we can read like the entire chunk. So channels, we can read a chunk of lines instead of one line at a time. Right? So text files, you read line, you can read a write or read a format. leader, buff arbitrator. So these are the same thing we had on the other side. No, there's no more change. It's more or less the same classes on the other side. Only that the question of the instantiating. Okay. The difference is how we instantiate them and how we use it. And this is how to check if it's a directory, if it is hidden. If it is, you can get the size of a file in a directory. You can get also the various attributes that would be interested in. Yeah. And create file, that is, you can also assign attributes. Set attributes. For example, we are setting an attribute to this file created. We want it to be hidden. To say it's true. So we are setting an attribute for a file. In the other case, we want able to do that. Okay. Process, what's process? Process file system. Same as. So let's try the recursive operation. Let's try the recursive example to see if we can recursively display the contents of a directory. That's one. Then there is this concept called file visitor. Yes, we visit directories as we recursively visit directories so that they can display their content. They are normally actions that are triggered. They are events that are triggered. Like this is pre-visit directory. There is always an event that is triggered. After the directory has been visited, another event will have been triggered like this. Visit file. When the file has been visited, you can also handle that whatever event that will be triggered. If the file visit is failed, you can also check to see. Also make use of this. Otherwise, say sort of visit directory. Just before you open that directory, read and define this trigger. And you can handle that appropriately so that you don't have to throw a lot of errors in your application. Then finding files is the same. We've seen this before. You specify the extension without the name. Yeah. Then we've seen this pattern match assessment. We saw that matching and for this case, we are looking for any file that starts with 4 and has one character as the extension. So that. This, the patterns we checked we looked at yesterday. So let's try this recursive operations so that we can be able to display the various files that we can display. So it's advisable that we use this new file system. Now that is Java new IO. Java NIO means Java new IO. So that we can take advantage of the richness of the classes that are being exposed to us. So NIO examples, solutions. Practice 1 is about form letter writer solution. Another 2 is about the recursive copy solution. So let's start with practice 2. The other one we can do it later. The other one time. Then we have recursive linear solution. So we do practice 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So that you see how the recursive.
We're looking at 2 and 3.
2 and 3. For the recursive operations. One is recursive copy, the other one is recursive delete. Tomorrow we'll be looking at threading. So that is very important. I want to thread. So make a point here.
Which one has the main method? Are they all appearing within the same package?
No.
I'll create another package.
Yes, you have
They are doing the same project.
that's practice.
Practice 3.
Three or two, you started.
I started with 2 already.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did you see it copy?
Eh?
Did it copy?
It's not right because it needs the main method, the entry point.
Even practice two.
I did create 1.
Two, I mean two.
I created 2.
Yes, there is a copy. The Java. If you open that, copy the Java as your main method. Just before you till, inside your till there is copy file. So if you go back one step, you will find a copy that which has the